Hey, everybody, it's CJ Graham. That's right, Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th, Part 6. And you're listening to Breaking the Fourth Wall.
You don't got his no bone Goombas. I did that for like a good half an hour before I got smacked for annoying other adults.
Oh my god. I just got the most horrible message.
Oh.
No bone Goombas?
No, a promoter in Colorado is trying to get me to go to a show there tonight.
Okay.
I'm like, man, I'm busy. Sorry, I got a few people coming over. He's like, well, I was hoping to get some time with you myself, but there'll be other days. Fuck you, man. No.
Yeah, what's the big plans for after the recording there, Sirenity?
I got my girlfriends, their kids, and their boyfriends coming over.
That sounds sexy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, chicka bow wow.
Just my lockdown crew, the same people I see all the time.
I'm probably traveling back into the metaverse. It's a game called fucking Persona 5. I've been spending the last 60 hours of my life playing this fucking game, and I'm still not halfway done.
Wait, which game?
Persona 5 Royal.
Oh.
Japanese RPG that really is like playing a fucking anime.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got the case right here.
Colin's coming.
I don't want to hear about what Colin's doing before he gets on camera. If he's not putting it on camera to where we could sell it, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't need to see that.
I don't think it's sellable.
Well, we can mix it together with a whole bunch of other videos of releases, and we'll do it to that fucking like I don't remember what composer made it, but you know, every explosion and
no
explosions.
I have no clue what song you're talking about. Not at all.
I don't know. Whatever. Well, we'll do it to the Lone Ranger theme. How's that? Because most of us are pretty fast.
There you go.
Oh my god. Space Odyssey and Fast Forward for sure.
Oh, Mission Impossible. That's a good one.
You want to make it last longer, just hit rewind.
Wow. So much weird news going on.
None yet. We're waiting on Kolin.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. See, women usually complain that men rush through it. That we're trying to give you the foreplay now, and you want to get automatically to the pumpy. It's Valentine's Day. I can make these jokes. It's still
the only joke I can make right now is Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Ching, ching.
No, God made that joke a long time ago. We're still paying for
No,
it.
I don't think God had anything to do with that one. I'm an atheist.
Yeah.
I don't think God had anything to do with that.
when even an atheist is like, hey, leave God out of this.
Yeah, I don't know if he's there or not, but he probably wouldn't approve.
Oh my god. Instead of north, it's definitely south. Lay down south.
which a lot of people are trying to do tonight, and we're gonna ruin that by making. Hey, you know, it'd be great right now, babe, as we're sitting by this warm fire and eating these chocolate strawberries, and just enjoying this shag rug and getting all comfortable and in our underwear and just really about to feel the love. You know, it'll really set the mood. Let me put on Breaking the Fourth Wall weekly. That'll totally
we gotta
set
have
it.
some news.
And another news.
We've-
Did you know the world's largest maggot?
I don't want to get you guys too excited, but the first story does have to do with a cock.
Nice.
Ooh. This is a
Is it
big
a golden
one.
cock?
What's that?
Is it a golden cock?
It is not. No more information. I don't want to spoil your dinner.
I just want to know if it's big, because honestly, that's the only thing that matters.
Which
It's
explains.
sizable. It's a sizable cock that we're going to be talking about right off the bat.
Yeah, but we got to talk about Don's tiny fucking golden cock.
Hey, don't be talking about my tiny cock with anybody.
Look, it's Valentine's Day. You got to give that cock to somebody.
I keep my cock right here with me. It may be tiny, but it's gold.
It's a very nicely shaped cock.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You definitely keep it trimmed and primmed.
Oh my god.
But this isn't the only one I've got.
Really?
Yeah. I even gave my cock away on the show once, live on the radio. To a
You'd have to tell us that story.
wonderful young actress named Autumn.
Which is by no means a stripper name.
Right. And I did get a message from her the other day. She said she is taking great care of my cock. She does take it out every now and then to polish it. And when it gets a little dusty, she blows it off.
Oh my god. I want a match with her. I think that there's gonna be a cockfight in the future.
Oh. Damn. I'm just gonna spray paint a rubber chicken. That'll be the runner-up prize.
Well,
It's 3 times the size of fucking. It's 3 times the size of Don's fucking golden cock, but mine's a fake cock.
the full story behind this is I pitted 2 of my guest co-hosts against each other because it was Scotty Mays. Scotty Mays is a local comedian that's a very buff bodybuilding guy, and he decided on one of my live streams in the radio station to take his shirt off and do the Facebook live stream with his shirt off. So I got a message from Autumn Hatcher during the middle of it that the next time she's on my show, she's going to have to one-up him. So I thought, well, this is going to be interesting. So I invited them both on a show and pitted them against each other, and I decided to give them a prize. So I got one of these. Then I called it the Life Radio Show's Coveted Golden Cock. And that was all we talked about for the show. Now, the fun thing is Steve Joyner had booked he had booked Dawn Maltrip, a runway model from New York.
She's really a nice lady, by the way.
She is. She's sweet as can be, but she had no idea we were talking about that. So every time she heard me talk about my cock probably 15 times, and she's texting Steve saying, "What the hell is going on? What kind of show have you got me on?" So yeah, she didn't have a clue when I said one of you is going to be walking out of here with my cock. She had no idea. What?
Did I wind up on the dating game?
Right.
Poor girl.
Fuck it, we're not waiting on Kolin. He'll jump in when he jumps in. Let's get this
All
going.
right.
People got dates to do.
I've been recording for a while, so we just recorded my whole cocktail.
Oh, I want some of that drink.
She's a good girl too. She doesn't spit or swallow. She gargles.
Only for you.
Yay! Guys, welcome to Breaking the Fourth Wall Weekly. You've already had a taste of the show long before I actually gave the official announcement. But before I get into some interesting news of my own and the news buffet, let's talk about who's with us tonight. First and foremost, returning to Breaking the Fourth Wall Weekly, Miss Wren from Journal of the Jedi. Looking like the whole Senate himself, Mr. Don Smith.
I refuse to acknowledge that. I yield the rest of my time.
And last but not least, this is how civility dies. Miss Serenity Stone.
Ding, ting.
All right, guys. Very simply, I happy Valentine's Day to everybody who's here in the show. We are recording this on Valentine's Day, and actually, you know, when I think of Valentine's Day, I think of comic book shops. So I was over at our friends at Comic Collections today, hanging out, buying some comics and shit, and I run into a guy named Newt Wallen. For people that are podcast followers, especially nerdy podcast followers, you might know who he is. He is part of a company known as Screenwave Media, which produces two fairly common podcasts on YouTube and where podcasts are heard, like the Angry Video Game Nerd and Cinemassacre. And I found out today that they're based in Pennsylvania. Had a long, wonderful conversation. The guy was an absolute saint. And let's just put it this way, in the next couple months, you may be seeing some side-by-side work between some of the people, maybe not, of video game Angry Video Game Nerd and Cinemassacre, and us here with Breaking the Fourth Wall Entertainment. So keep an eye out for that. But otherwise, shout out to Cinemassacre, Angry Video Game Nerd, Newt, and everybody else, guys. It was an absolute blast meeting you guys today. That's news number one.
Yay!
All
Can't wait
right.
to meet him.
News number two, that is a little more personal, and Serenity will appreciate this one. Serenity already knows I've been talking with my buddy Josh. For those that don't know, Josh was a long-standing lead guitarist in a band, the last band I was in, actually, in Colorado. And he and I are working on a project. We are doing an album. I do not want to go into any more details about that, but we have agreed on it. We've already started working on it. We are looking for other musicians for collaboration because we want to make this as epic of a freaking thing as we can. So just letting you know, guys, if it seems like I'm out of the loop once in a while, it's because I'm writing again. So here we go.
Now, I do expect to see your remake of Miley Cyrus's Cannonball, as well as Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again. So if those are on the album, I'm in.
Come on, if I'm going to go that dirty, can't I just do a dirty limerick? You know,
It's the
there
same
once was a
thing.
man from Nantucket whose dick was so long you could suck it. And he said with
it's
a grin
the
as he
same
went
thing.
off his chin, if my ear was a cunt, I would fuck it.
Word.
Word. I waltz me around by my willy. It is Valentine's Day, guys, and I can't think of anything that speaks love better than the nude buffet. So, Don, get undressed and take it away.
Just I am undressed. You just can't tell because it looks like I'm still wearing a sweater. Hey, welcome to the news buffet. I teased with this a little bit earlier because I am a cock tease. Our first news story does have to deal with a rooster that participates in Civil War reenactments. Was reunited with his owner after going missing in the parking lot of a Cracker Barrel restaurant in Alabama. Because if you're a rooster that does Civil War reenactments, that's where you're going to get lost, is at a fucking Cracker Barrel in Alabama.
Are you sure he's not a fried chicken next to some fucking dumplings and mac and cheese right now?
Nope. Apparently he's reunited. Thomas Ramsey, 18 years old, founder of the Muddy Rabbit's Mess. Muddy Rabbit's Mess Military Reenactment Group, said he started bringing his pet rooster, Peep, along on Civil War reenactments after learning about soldiers who kept similar pets on the front lines. Ramsey said he and this group, including Peep, were on their way back to Mississippi after a reenactment in Spring Hill, Tennessee, when they stopped at a Cracker Barrel in Coleman.
Wait a minute. Civil War reenactors want to keep the same type of pets that the soldiers had during the actual Civil War. And I'm assuming because we're in Alabama and shit, this is going to be the Confederacy. So you're telling me that the Confederates actually lost the Civil War because they were too busy playing with their cocks?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I wanted to make sure I was following. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's. I thought that was understood already. I didn't know that.
I'm the slow
I
child.
knew a whole lot about Alabama. Knew that that's what. He said Peep was tied up in the bed of his pickup truck because that's where I always keep my cock. But a friend went out to check on the vehicle after about an hour and discovered that Peep was gone.
Who would have their friend check on their cock instead of them? What an irresponsible cock owner.
Yes.
This is literally explaining why every little boy in the world walks around with their hand down their pants, and everybody, all parents are like, "What, are you afraid somebody's going to steal it? Look what happened to Peep."
Exactly. Peep, the Civil War reenacting cock, just vanished.
You have just justified that behavior.
Right. The owner said, I went back into the Cracker Barrel and it was hard for me to say this with a straight face, even though I was panicking. Do you have cameras in the parking lot? I think someone stole my chicken.
Oh my God.
I wasn't looking. Somebody came through the restaurant and grabbed my cock. It happens all the time.
Yeah. Well, what do you charge? What do you charge to the person who stole Peep? Do you charge them for theft of property or sexual harassment?
I think that's a little bit of both right there, honestly. Yeah. But nope, it turns out he got loose. It was a loose cock in the parking lot. So sometimes
that happens all the time.
All the time.
Especially if I've been
Especially
drinking.
at Cracker Barrel.
Especially at Cracker Barrel. But I'm pretty sure that any of the cocks there would be slightly smaller. Just
With
a hunch.
Viagra.
Good God, Colin, don't look like that. You look like an angry Native American chief. Like you're about to announce you're about to scalp the last person who didn't pay their tab at the casino.
And he still looks like that. I don't
does.
think he's getting sound. Yeah.
He does.
Can't hear anything.
Oh, there he is. There he is. I hear some sound now.
No
I
picture though.
recognize that tone.
It looks like, seriously, it looks like he's about to lead Ernest P. Worrell and the rest of the kids to defend the camp from the developers.
He
I gotta
looks
see this.
he looks a little bit like somebody that might
I
have
can't see
stolen
him.
a Civil War
I can't
reenacting
see him
rooster.
either.
He may have taken. Do you have a rooster at your house?
I can't see him. This is not fair.
Do you have a cock?
Rooster.
It's a long story. It's a long story. It's a
long
Civil
cock.
War reenactor.
Yeah, it's a long cock.
Yeah, it's a long
Oh.
it's a long cocktail. Oh,
I thought we were talking Alice in Chains.
yep. Somebody did come and steal his rooster
Snuff the rooster. Yeah.
in the Cracker Barrel parking lot in
Yeah, well-
Alabama.
We'll follow up this story when the kidnappers finally release their demand video.
And since this is Valentine's Day, we're going to go ahead and stay down south, and we're going to keep dealing with farm animals. A North Carolina sheriff's office deputy said deputies ended up in an unusual foot chase when a runaway goat spotted wandering in the street attempted to elude capture. The Brunswick County Sheriff's Office said 2 deputies responded to the report of a goat on the loose on Old Ocean Highway, and they arrived to find the elusive animal running down the roadway. The little nanny goat wasn't too eager to be caught, so subsequently a foot and hoof chase ensued down Old Ocean Highway, the sheriff's office said. These 2 fellows managed to catch her and get her to safety. We hear it was quite a scene. The goat's owner was identified and the animal was returned home.
And a whole while, all you heard her say was, "No, no."
I have a feeling you hear that a lot down there.
Only when I have my Velcro gloves.
Well, that's why you wear your boots on the outside of your pant legs. You just stick their back legs in there, they can't move.
That's right. And the best thing to do is put them up right up against the cliff because they're backing up, and you're right behind them.
No.
Okay, I think we're gonna move on from that.
Yeah.
For so I've heard.
We'll go to something. We'll go to something a little more of a feel-good story. Police are asking for the public's help to find a funeral home van stolen Thursday with a body inside. The van, the van was stolen from a Quick Trip in North St. Louis County and has William C. Harris funeral decals on the side and green wreaths with an H inside of them on the back. Police were called to the gas station around 10:30 a.m. after a stolen vehicle was reported. The van had been left running unattended in the parking lot.
Because who would steal a fucking hearse
with a body in it?
With a body in it.
It's opportunistic, said Officer Tracy Panis.
Wait, say that again.
Officer Tracy Panis. Panus. It has to be Panis.
Oh my God.
I'm not making this shit up. This is the news. This is serious stuff. Pay attention. It's opportunistic, said Officer Tracy Panis of the St. Louis County Police Department. These thefts from gas stations, people leave their vehicles running. It only takes a matter of seconds before someone is in your vehicle and they're gone, along with your dead uncle. The body inside the van, that of an adult female, also has not been recovered. It's probably still in the van. Police have not.
Bodies in the van?
What's that?
There were two bodies in the van?
Just the one.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm assuming there was a live body driving it.
No, true. Okay, fair enough.
Right. So, yes, technically there were two bodies in the van, one dead. It was in the back and has not been recovered. Police have not released the identity of the deceased woman, but said her family has been notified.
How can you imagine that phone conversation? Like seriously, like hello.
Seriously,
yes,
your
I have
name's
a
Penis. Why wouldn't you change that?
Yeah, why wouldn't you change that?
Who wants to go through their life as a penis? Did you marry into that? What was your first name? Fachina?
yes. That is my deceased sister's name. What happened to her now? Some penis stole it.
Yeah. What with my dead mother and your penis? I am appalled by this. So hey, if you live in the St. Louis area, be on the lookout for a penis in a cop's uniform.
That's it. Do not use that fucking funeral service.
Oh man.
That's a talk more about the person's last name than we are with the fact that they haven't located the dead body yet.
I know. Like, what did you do with did they find the hearse?
No, I don't believe they've found the vehicle yet. It's a funeral home van, not a hearse. They might. It's probably wasn't. They probably didn't stop for gas as they were like in the funeral procession. So it wasn't the hearse.
Funny. That would be funny.
They might have. Yeah, it still had the flags on the top. Police escort. Have a police escort as they're stealing the van. That would be wonderful.
No, but I'm just thinking like the hearse has to pull up to get gas at a 7-Eleven and the rest of the line just takes up the rest of the
who's the penis in charge here?
That would be awesome to see.
So you have a stolen hearse. What do? You bring it to the chop shop and they open it up and there's a body in the back? What are they going to do?
Put it chop it up. Chop it up, slap a new paint job on it, pass it off as some other dead person. I don't know.
You know what? Fair enough.
This one's mine. I have the paperwork to prove it.
You know what? To be fair, I'm not the criminal element. I don't have the criminal mentality, but like I would think if all I wanted was to chop shop the van or hearse and I found a fucking body in it, I think show over, like
right.
Leave the van and the hearse somewhere for the cops.
You wipe down everything you touched and you head on the rest of your night and think maybe I'll steal something else. Maybe I've learned a lesson here.
Hey, well, let's not be too hasty here. I mean, those hearse are pretty nice. I mean, they're usually Cadillacs.
This was the van. This was a van, not a. That
was the van.
Yeah, this was a funeral home van. So we're just assuming a hearse.
Cadillac
make a van.
But what kind of van was it? I'm wondering if it was one of those. The name of the car company that makes those really expensive vans.
What, like the fucking souls or
Aerostar
the
or
ones that
something?
are like
Big, yeah, they're really big vans.
Yeah, it was probably
40.
just a cargo van. It was probably just a because they have to transport them. They have to get them from the scene where they died. They have to go pick them up like at the morgue and get them to the funeral home for their fresh coat of paint before they ship them out and put them on display in front of the family.
Oh.
I'd imagine they wouldn't use a hearse for that. It's too fancy. It's you know.
But I've seen Mercedes. That's what I was thinking of. Mercedes vans.
Oh, okay.
So if it was a Mercedes van and Chop Shop gets a Mercedes, I don't know. I could see him like, we'll just do something with the body.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? I still don't think even chopping up a Mercedes van is worth what the issues that you're going to take from fucking a whole bunch of necrophilia shit for having a dead body.
You don't keep the
Right,
dead body. You
exactly.
dispose of it somewhere.
Right, which the best
Which
way,
is desecration of a body.
the best
a
way, and this won't even get fingerprints on it. You open the back doors of the van, you put it in reverse, you go really fast, you slam on the brakes. That sumbitch is going to slide right out, and you never touched it.
And Don, I will never again ask you to move after you pulled that maneuver.
That's the best way to empty your van. Is
That's fucking terrible. That's awful. I need happier news for my Valentine's Day, Don.
okay.
I'm
Let's.
losing my heart.
I might have
I'm
to.
losing,
I might
I'm
have to
losing my
dig a
cock
little
at a
bit
cat
here.
cracker barrel.
Okay. Here is a proposal. We have a Florida man stole an engagement ring and wedding bands from a girlfriend and used them to propose to another girlfriend. What says Florida love more than that? Volusia County Sheriff's deputies said Thursday they have issued an arrest warrant for Joseph Davis, 48 years old, who had not been found as of Friday. Their investigation started earlier this year when a woman from Orange City, Florida, told detectives she had discovered her boyfriend was actually engaged to someone else. When she looked up the fiance's Facebook page, she noticed a photo of her wearing a wedding band and engagement ring that was identical to her own from a previous marriage. That's wonderful. Waste not, want not. That is a recycling.
Horrible.
That is a recycled love story right there. That's a beautiful thing.
That is like running a train on a bunch of girlfriends saying on Valentine's Day going, "Will you?" And she says, "No." Okay, step over. Will you? No. Step over. Will you? No. Like, oh my God. How fucking hard. And then worse, you didn't even buy the fucking engagement. Well, I assume you bought it originally, but you gave it to this girl. Then you decided to steal it from her to give to another girl.
I'd say that chances are he never bought it originally. It was probably stolen from somebody else.
Probably
I'm just saying there's a history built up here. So, you know,
for all we know, he's the guy that stole the funeral van and took the fucking engagement ring off the corpse's finger.
Very well could have. We'll have to look into that further and check the dates of these stories. But
You're gonna have to get rid of the body inside it than any of that.
Right. Well, because the bad thing is sometimes the bodies swell and you can't get the rings off. So usually you have to cut the finger off altogether.
Right.
And then try to, like freeze it or something so you can kind of chip away at I don't know. I've never done that.
Are you basically telling this guy to next time to give his new fiance the finger?
Yes. That's the best way. It's the best way to get rid of them.
Give her the finger.
Just start off with that. That way they'll, they won't have to worry about it later.
God, that's horrible. The more I think about it, the more of a scumbag piece of shit this guy was. Oh my God.
And he had all these options. That's what kills me. He had option 1, he had option 2, he probably had a couple more on the side.
Yeah, I'd say he probably
That's why he can't afford a new one.
Well, he only had one set of engagement. Because it was the best looking one out of his Cracker Jack box.
He stole a rooster at the Cracker Barrel. What's all this background noise I'm getting here?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Wasn't me.
Yes. A lot of weird things going on with the news buffet tonight. Pigs are highly intelligent creatures. Just in case you needed
Except
to
the
know
ones we
that.
talked about previously.
Yeah,
Except for the ones we talked about previously.
Pigs are highly intelligent creatures, and a study released on Thursday has revealed that they are skilled gamers too. Published in the journal Frontiers in Psychology, the paper is a culmination of extensive research into pig intelligence that began in the 90s by scientists working with Stanley Curtis, a quote, legendary swine researcher who died in 2010. It was co-authored by Candace Croney, director of Purdue University Center for Animal Welfare Science, and Sarah Boyson, a professor of psychology at Ohio State University, renowned for her research into chimpanzees. The paper highlights 2 Yorkshire pigs named Hamlet and Omelette, and 2 Panapinto micro pigs. That sounds like that should be a video game right there. Often used in research and usually weighing about 50 to 70 pounds, named Ebony and Ivory, all of whom were kept at Pennsylvania State University. They're just ranging all over the place. We were at Purdue, we're at Ohio State, Pennsylvania State. We're going to end up in the state pen next. The pigs were trained at a rudimentary joystick-operated video game task that had originally been created to test chimpanzees and rhesus monkeys. They learned how to manipulate a joystick with their snouts to move the computer cursor across the screen, and later advanced to playing World of Warcraft and doing raids for hours on end. Just kidding. That's what
I was about to say, is that legit? Like they graduated from Pong to fucking World of Warcraft?
all but that's totally real, all except for the World of Warcraft shit.
Yeah, can you imagine walking down the street and you got a pig just come up to you? It's like, hey, I need another quarter. They got Miss Pac-Man over here.
Right.
Kids, before you were born, we used to hang out at places called arcades, and they had games that like were stood up with boxes. You put a quarter in, you played the game till you died. You wouldn't understand none of that because you've never been outside in your life.
Right. Well, that's why they had to train the pigs.
That's why they had to train the pig.
Just to keep the arcades in business.
I miss the arcades. I'm not gonna lie. Although I don't want to get my ass kicked in Mortal Kombat by a fucking pig.
Oh, come
Scarlett's
on.
been teaching Wilbur new tricks, and I don't like it.
Well, I think even though we're recording this on Valentine's Day, it's probably going to be released tomorrow just in time for President's Day.
That's why the kids are off tomorrow.
Yeah, that's why the kids are off. That's why I'm not working tomorrow either, because see, my company, we're contracted to another company. My company recognizes it a holiday, but the company we're contracted to doesn't. So if I went to work, it would just be for straight time. Plus I'd get the holiday pay. So it's like, I'm not going in for straight time on a holiday, you dicks.
Right.
So yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
Lucky you.
It's almost President's Day, and now there's a chance to own a quirky piece of White House history. Locks of George and Martha Washington's hair. Andrew Johnson's order of a national day of mourning after Abraham Lincoln's assassination, and the pen that Warren Harding used to end U.S. involvement in World War I are among a trove of nearly 300 presidential artifacts hitting the auction block. So there you go. Boston-based RR Auctions said online bidding gets underway Thursday and runs through February 18th. Other items being auctioned include John F. Kennedy's crimson Harvard sweater, and a photograph of Lincoln and his son Tad, signed by the 16th president. So there you go. If anybody needs any presidential souvenirs, and you want some of George and Martha's pubic hair, because I think George didn't have any hair left. He wore the wig all the time. So I'm assuming that's not that kind of hair. Nothing? Nobody wants to bid on George Washington's hair?
$5.
Everybody left the show. It's just me doing this now. Is this what's the news buffet? The news buffet is not what it used to be, folks. All right, we'll move on to something a little more fun, because clearly President's Day does not get a lot of discussion going. This one might. This one might.
President's Day made me have to pull my dick out. So I mean, I had to walk away for a minute and take a leak. I'm sorry.
Okay, it wasn't a tricky dick, was it?
It was
because that might be up for auction too.
Well, let's put it this way: as soon as Tricky Dick came out, Watergate just exploded.
That you'll have that. All right, but we will do one more. A koala has been rescued after causing a 5-car pileup while trying to cross a 6-lane freeway in southern Australia. Police said the crash in heavy Monday morning traffic in the city of Adelaide caused some injuries, but no one required an ambulance. And possibly a towel. Teamed up with a stranger. Then the story took a turn.
Did it?
Hold on. I can get through this.
Plumber come from?
Nadia Tugwell, with her coat in hand, teamed up with a stranger clutching a blanket in a bid to capture the marsupial, which is what they call it in Australia. Now, want to play a little capture the marsupial? Holy crap, you Tugwell!
How the hell do you fit that in your pocket?
Was that Foghorn Leghorn?
Yeah, I have no.
I'll say, damn you, Tugwell, now, son.
That road has that girl's got curves like the road between. Never mind, I'm fucking it all up. Just go ahead. Fuck it, I don't care.
The koala was
a
concrete highway divider had blocked the koala's crossing. The koala was absolutely not damaged in any way, Tugwell said. It was very active but very calm. Once the koala was in her trunk, Tugwell drove to a gas station to turn the animal over to wildlife rescuers. In the interim, the koala was able to climb from the trunk into her SUV's cabin. Because why wouldn't it? It's a fucking koala.
Right?
It's more comfortable here.
Right. Right. I don't want to be in your trunk. I've heard you Tugwell.
That you got the ergonomic seats and all that. Like it's hurting my back.
Oh, so there
Wait,
you
are
go.
he
That's a little better story to end on. Is a happy koala and her young Tugwell.
And her young Tugwell.
I told you Adelaide's kind of in the bush.
When you were reading that,
Is that a marsupial? Is that a marsupial in your pouch? Or are you just happy to see?
Yeah. It wants to play a little game of tugging the marsupial.
I'm telling you, the way you were reading that story in the beginning, it sounded like reading the back of a fucking 5-hour porn. Miss Tugwell didn't know what she was in for with the stranger and the marsupial.
She teamed up with a stranger, clutching her blanket in a bid to capture the marsupial.
That's a complete plot twist. Somebody stole the cock at the Cracker
Barrel in Alabama.
And Miss Tugwell could not have it, and off she went chasing that cock to all ends of the country.
Yeah. Until she was captured. Until she was captured by Officer Penis, and then Tugwell had met her match. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news buffet. Thank you once again for coming along this ride with us. Have a wonderful evening. On to the rest of the show.
There's not really much left to do.
That's perfect. Well, once you've been Tugwell, it's time for a nap.
That's it, like it's Valentine's Day. You people with your boyfriends and all that, you probably know this already. The excitement is over and he's already snoring.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got nothing for after hours. I already gave my announcements and everything. Kolin, you got anything prepared, or are we calling this one good and let everybody get back to whatever debauchery they're doing today?
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm here, but I'm having computer issues. It's kind of like freezing up on me a little bit. But I do get some positive stuff for you guys.
All right.
If I can get it to work.
All right, go ahead. Do it on silent screen or no video if you have to. I mean, Serenity's remained completely disappeared from us.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that might be the issue. Maybe my streaming right now. But I do get some positive stuff for you guys.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to have to get a new laptop pretty soon. All right. So what I could find for some positive stuff here, today, I did find that today is the day, in history that the movie Dracula was released. So that was kind of exciting and a positive, I suppose, if you're into Dracula movies. Um, and then let's see, there's something else here about,
I don't know if Dracula fits for a Valentine's Day show. I mean, Dracula sucks something different than what most people are thinking about tonight.
Of
well,
course, Dracula fits a Valentine show. Dracula, I mean, it's a dark love story, but it's a love story in a weird, twisted way.
right.
Yeah, the twisted love story between Winona Ryder
Right.
and Keanu Reeves. That was definitely a twisted love story.
Yeah, yeah, dealing with a bloodsucker, depending on who you're dating. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't realize it was really. And then what else? Apparently, the Empire State's Building is efficient and powered by wind. Yeah, along with 13 other related buildings in New York, I guess.
I never knew that. I know in Philadelphia, the Lincoln Financial Field, which is the home of the Philadelphia Eagles, is completely and totally independent by energy solar panels. And I think you guys can fact check me if you want. I think the Link was the first stadium to do that.
Right. Yeah, yeah, that's
Which I think
yeah,
what
it's
its claim to
kind
fame
of
is
cool.
that it's energy efficient, but it's the first one that did it.
Right.
Again, fact check me if you want. I'm not exactly sure that's correct, but I believe that's the story behind it.
Right. The Empire, let's see, what does it say here? The beloved New York City landmark, the Empire State Building, is now run entirely by wind energy, making it a green new year for the 15,000 people working inside. Along with 13 other office buildings, signed a 3-year contract with Green Mountain Energy to power its entire real estate portfolio throughout the New York and Connecticut with renewable wind electricity, according to the federal EPA. It made the company the nation did. So yeah, it's kind of positive.
I mean, yes and no.
All
Yeah, I would say yes and no. I would say it was positive. Sure, I'll go with it.
power to not using fossil fuels, at least for the.
Did we lose Colin?
I think so.
Not sure. It was definitely dying out on that. That energy.
Oh, there he is.
I heard a no. Yeah.
Freezing up on me, kind of my
No, he's breaking
life
up.
this week.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's
Yeah, and yeah, it's not really working too good. My laptop's dying, I think.
might be time for a factory reset, man.
Yeah, so as soon as this show starts making its millions, we'll get you a new laptop.
I'm telling you, Patreon supporters, $1 a month, and he can finally buy a computer.
There you go. There you go. Do you have a Patreon set up?
I
Patreon?
do have a Patreon set up.
Well, there you go. That's what we need to promote the hell out of.
No, but I probably could do that. Yeah. Close this browser and I close the other ones. Now it's working just fine.
Oh well, there you go.
You gotta close the porn sites before you start recording. Even I learned that one.
You do?
You do?
No. Shit. Well, I actually have another laptop here, but it's older. I got my computer guy going to get with me tonight after we're done with our podcast and work on it.
You're going to get with your computer guy on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, well, he's single.
gotta be
So
careful
we're gonna
the way you phrase things.
Don't judge the man's relationship with his computer guy.
Oh, I'm not judging anything. I'm just hoping he's bringing the proper amount of RAM.
Right. Well, yeah, you got to have the right amount of RAM. You know, you got to check that. You got to thoroughly make sure that hard drive's working.
That's it. Yeah. That
Oh, oh my God.
I mean, you can
Okay,
you can get some
one-
things going with a thumb drive, but
that
you
one's
really need
real.
the hard drive to get it going right.
the fucking
Where did
Check
I
the
find
chat room, you guys.
Wow, I guess it's a happy Valentine with me and my computer guy.
You're probably gonna have the better night out of any of us.
Most likely.
Well, you see, guys, the plot thickens though. The funny thing is, my buddy's name is Willie. Secondly, he plays a small guitar, a miniature guitar sometimes, and it's the brand is called Johnson. So we tease him and say, yes, now Willie's going to play with Willie's little Johnson.
Yep.
So yeah.
Well, now you can play him this show when I'm done editing it, and he can have his laugh at revenge at you because he's about to jam his little Johnson up your USB port.
Yep.
Well, he just might if this computer don't shape up.
Really playing with his Johnson
Wait.
again.
Hold on. I've got to explore this. He just might if this computer doesn't shape up. So seriously, repairing the computer will determine whether Colin's the husband or the wife tonight.
That's how it always works, Chris. Have you never dealt with IT
boy.
before?
I am never calling the Geek Squad.
Oh, Willie.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Willie, you don't know us, we don't know you, but good luck tonight. And thanks for taking it on the chin from breaking the fourth wall.
Hey, Willie will help me out on Valentine's. It sounds terrible.
Yep, Willie's got your back.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You know what? I'm calling it on this one, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, any capacity, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out all the other great podcasts of Breaking the Fourth Wall Entertainment. And of course, if you prefer us in audio only format, check us out on Anchor.fm, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, and Pandora, iHeartRadio, or wherever quality podcasts can be heard. And I'll make sure Colin hands out Willie's information if you need your computer taken care of or you just want to get through the backdoor security. Willie's got you covered with his little Johnson. Other than that, I'll go ahead and start off with Mr. Don Smith. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you.
You can always find me on you can find me any fucking where. You can find me on Facebook at the Life 1069. You can find me at what's the other one? Twitter at Don Smith Comedy. You can go to the life1069.com. The Life radio show releases all kinds of stuff everywhere. And I also want to throw out right now that 6 Feet Below Hell, a wonderfully fun zombie movie I was in several years ago, just became available on Tubi TV, Tubi. Tubi TV. You can go watch 6 Feet Below Hell and watch me as the lovable redneck idiot Reggie.
Nice. And for those that are unaware, Tubi TV is absolutely free. So just go check it out. You don't even have to sign up for it. That is awesome. I'm going to watch that tonight. Don's got a movie on Tubi TV. All right. And from there, we'll go ahead to Miss Serenity.
Everyone, Wren Twathady Dannon, and you can find me on Facebook. So just do a search and feel free to send me a message, and I love to chat.
All right, and since Serenity took care of that, we'll go to Wren and take care of hers. Wren. No.
Oh, no.
Here?
I said Serenity, and you gave your information.
I thought it sounded like Wren,
No, it's fine.
but it glitched.
I don't even want to be involved in this part right now. Like,
All right,
She's,
cool.
she's still thinking about kicking things off with a thumb drive.
that did catch her.
Oh,
All right.
that was awesome.
Go ahead, Colin. Grab the cartridge and blow. Make it work here.
Well,
just
you guys can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube.
I almost feel like we have to have the price right.
You got some positive
on
talk to us
right
about,
now.
comment down below on our YouTube. And
Oh, it's glitching
yeah.
bad.
Well, if you got
Yeah.
something to say, leave us comments, like and subscribe.
And donate to Patreon so that
So
Colin
can
can
get a new computer.
get a new computer and he doesn't have to take Willie's little Johnson anymore.
Oh,
Yeah. Wherever God's
Oh man.
said, yeah.
hold on. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Oh, I even fail at it because my volume was down. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, fuck you. Don't care about your beanie hat. That pretty much sums up tonight. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. And that song will probably take care of most of y'all that drank way too much and then came home and your girlfriend was expecting a lot more than you provided. So think ahead. Be safe, be clear. Happy Valentine's Day. And we will catch you guys next week on Breaking the Fourth Wall.
Hi, this is Dave from the Comic Collection, the ultimate comic store here in Feasterville, Pennsylvania, which is a suburb of Northeast Philadelphia. Come and see all of the great stuff we have here at the Comic Collection, including action figures, vinyl, CDs, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, back issues, action figures, old action figures as well, statues, and of course, let's not forget comic books. Come visit us at the Comic Collection at 83 Bustleton Pike, Feasterville, PA 19053, right next to Northeast Philadelphia. Come visit us. We'll look forward, and yes, we are open during this pandemic thing.